All right, guys, Mongo here. Quick update on the overall market in Bitcoin. So I just put this out on all the Discords and Twitter. So basically, I've been saying this for a while. We had an inverse head and shoulders, which has a breakout target of 78,000. Truly, though, once we get up to 78,000, if we do have some kind of stability, I don't think we're going to come back down anytime soon. I think you're likely to hit 85 to 90,000, even up to 102. 102 is the 1618 from the fib extension from the previous bull market cycle. That's the easiest way to give projections for any coin or any asset class. Is pull a fib extension from the previous market cycle, and then it also gives you rejection points on the way up for Bitcoin. I think we're about the 886 currently. Excuse me. And then the 2618 is coming in at about 152,000, 153,000 based on how you draw it. So I'm looking at like 135 is my projected market cycle top to be super conservative. Could we go to 220? Great, if possible, but that will be a ridiculous blow off top. I'd like to be just a little more conservative on things, so I'll personally start taking profit and moving stuff into stable coins above 135,000. It also depends on the time of the year. I am projecting a market cycle top sometime in Q4 into Q2 of next year. So Q4 of 2024 into Q2 of 2025. I'm looking for topping signals. I'll get into that in a whole different video on kind of the 8 different signals that align usually to tell you that you're pretty close. So remember, our goal is never to hit the top, where it's physically impossible in most cases to sell everything at the top. You want to start scaling out within 25% of the top, and then after the top, what you think is in, still keep scaling out another 25% at that point. So you've taken significant profits, and you have some left behind in case things continue to run. But also at the same time, you've taken the majority of your profits. You're not like completely out of the woods underwater if you have a 70% dump, which it does happen within 2 weeks after the top usually. So I'll kind of get into that. But this is Bitcoin on the 4-hour. Again, the cycle top, not the cycle top, the projected market move is what I'm looking for here at 78. Let's get into a larger time frame here too on the 2 weeks. Let's pull over to BLX chart. For those who haven't seen this chart, this is my BLX chart. So this will get into, again, market cycles are just based on the previous 2. So that's why I have a projected market cycle top. October 2025, bear market low, September, October 2026. So somewhere in here we should be doing a hockey stick potentially. There's no guarantee. We could do another double, triple top and really screw people like last time. So this is complete manipulation. Hopefully we don't have that this time. So we're looking for some retail FOMO to come in the next six months or so. 2 week has increasing money flow with increasing VWAP coming up to the 0 line. This is what I'm watching the most. Not as bearish. The 1 month red dot, it's kind of, in my opinion, somewhat played out. It's debatable whether that's a lagging indicator or not, but here I left up my fibs for you from the previous chat I had, but here's the 1618 coming at 102 and the 2618 coming in at 156. My yellow line is my 135-ish, so I'll be looking to scale out quite a bit at that point in time if and when we get there. There's no guarantees. Before the ETF, my market cycle top was like 90, so we could have something of this nature. Get like a double top and then an SFP potentially, and then come down. So, it doesn't have to. It can come all the way up to a crazy Cathy Wood top here of like 220, 260, and then come down. To give you an idea, if that happens, 60% to 70% retracement. It's just retesting the all-time high. So for previous bull market. So a 70% retracement from 260 is only a $76,000 Bitcoin. So That would be ideal. That would be what we've done in the past, is you've pretty much come down, back tested the old all-time high, which is over here. No, this one here, excuse me, as support, and then you would just consolidate on top of that. So that would be the best case scenario. Realistically, I don't know, I'm going off the 135. It's possible. So if we did a 135 top, a 60%, 70% retracement, what we just did this past bull market or bear market is a $40,000 Bitcoin, which is realistic as well. And that would be in conjunction with the diminishing returns. But I'd rather be super conservative and then leave some money to let run and be after the last blow off top. I was pretty good. I got most of my money out, 80% near the top. So that was including coins like Hex. I was out 80% and sitting in USDC. So I'm going to continue with my strategies that have worked so far, and I'll keep you guys posted as best as possible. But that is that. Let's jump over Ethereum. I don't have any active trades on Bitcoin. I'm only in an Ethereum trade for leverage. This is what I drew up this morning. Oh, this is now getting all skewed now because it's on log. Hold on. There you go. Yeah, I think Ethereum's about to pop. Ethereum's behind Bitcoin. I think the play in the next 3 to 6 months isn't really Bitcoin. Bitcoin's lucky to do a 1 to 2x from here on out. 100% is probably nearly guaranteed to hit like 150-ish. But everything else is from Ethereum down is going to see a 3 to 6x minimum, in my opinion, from what I've seen the last several market cycles. So I'll be playing leverage more on something like Ethereum with the ETF talks coming back in. I'm expecting a break through this 786 rejection point we've had 3 times now, so hopefully this continues up. This is also a bull flag on the larger scale going back to 2021. Keep in mind this is MEXC, which is a leverage trading platform. They don't have all the data, so but this is the pertinent data from the past 2 cycles, so the past cycle, so it's good enough. So we really got to get over 4,000. That's a psychological level. Then we got to get over the 886, which is coming at about 44.20. And then the all-time high is roughly somewhere around 48.70. I think once you get over 48.70, there's going to be a psychological rejection somewhere around like 5,200. But let's see. If you get a whole bunch of shorts coming in here and you still have this green money flow, you're going to get short squeezed up to probably the 1618, which is coming in at $7,300. And the 2618 is up here at the $11,316. I'm not sure it's realistic to get much higher than that. Some people are calling for $16,000 Bitcoin, $13,000. I can see 13 maybe. But just to give you an idea, from now until the 2618, it's only a 200% move. And then to the 3618, you're looking up here at, well, that's a full 300% move. So that's only a 200% move, and this is basically a 100% move. So doesn't sound like much, but large market cap coins take a lot. So having an ETF will do that for you. They will allow you to have the injection of capital you need to get up, but also have the liquidity to get out. So in terms of large institutions can sell large amounts of money. So that's how that works. So we have diminishing returns as well on Ethereum, just not as much as obviously other coins like Bitcoin have been around longer. And even coins like Cardano has diminishing returns. XRP has diminishing returns. Everything you're never going to have the same as the first market cycle. That's why I still have a large percentage of my portfolio gambling and stuff like Pulse Chain. It's a first cycle mover. So after everybody sells the bottom and sleeps on it, it should move at some point in time. Will it move a lot or a little? I don't know, but it's just highly likely going to move more than 6x compared to everything else. So that is why I'm gambling there. It is a gamble. There's no guarantee. It's complete speculation on my end. So, and usually, I think if I recall, Hex in the last cycle did all of its moving from, I think, like June or July of that year until like October. So like in a 4 to 6 month period of time, Hex did all of its moves straight up like a hockey stick. So now, mind you, the ecosystem was much smaller, a lot less people, so it's much easier to push price higher. So now you've got 3 coins on top of Hex. So you have Pulse, Pulse Chain, and Pulse X. Excuse me, Inc. Misspoke there. But they'll move separately. That's why I'm more weighted heavier now on the smaller stuff that has burning features, a little more aggressive, like Pulse X and Inc. They're smaller market caps. I think they'll move faster. But I'm just farming the heck out of Inc. in the PLS, PLSX farm. So that's what I'm doing with that. We won't even get into that in this video, but I still have you could easily hit the all-time high for Inc., which is $80. It's currently sitting at, I think, just under $3. So we have plenty of room to run. 3/4 of a penny for PLSX, or PLS is realistic at, I think that's my $60 billion market cap. So $60 billion is kind of realistic. $100 billion layer ones have a very hard time getting through. Maybe this market cycle will change some things with a massive injection of liquidity, so it's possible. I don't know. But just wanted to give you a run through on that stuff. So that's Bitcoin, Ethereum. I've discussed Pulse Chain, Pulse X, AVAX, another one of my bigger bags. Let me delete this one for you. So locally, get rid of these local fibs I'm messing around with. So you had a double bottom here. You're getting a W pattern, in my opinion. So you're going to have something that looks like this. You're going to break the neckline, come back down, back test the neckline, and then come up higher. This, I don't see why it could not do a ridiculous BNB type move where it goes from what do we have down here? Yeah, $8 up to $600 plus. But I don't think 600 is realistic for AVAX. I think like the 350 range is kind of where I'm targeting, which is the 2618. So that's 373. Still a pretty good move. So this is what I mean by playing other coins that aren't Bitcoin. Get to the all-time highs at 3x. To get to the 1618s of 5.5x, and then hit up to my target for the all-time high is about a 10x, so 9.3x. So that's my thought process with this one. Again, banking adoption. Bank of America and Citibank have adopted them for infrastructure purposes. And then now they're huge into the gaming sector with some large gaming companies coming in. So still on that one. Still gambling with this bad boy. I think it's going to take off. It's going to have to. We need infrastructure. This is an Oracle. This is the only competitor to, in my opinion, to ban protocol. Excuse me. So we have so much room to run. Just to get back to the all-time high, you're looking at it at 11x. No, not even. Yeah, 12x, almost 13x. So once this thing moves, it's going to move. So still have a short-term target, which we've never hit, as $5.26. Once we hit that, which is just below the 2618, you're going to run to probably the top of this range, which is $8.30. But keep in mind, once these things run, it takes like 3 months. This thing's just going to go straight vertical. So that's usually how these things work. This will do a 3 to 4x above and beyond whatever basically Link does. So keep that in mind, in my opinion. FET, so the AI stuff is still legit and doing its thing. So I see this following through. Once you break out over this $4 mark, we're going to run hard. So it's already in blue sky. So once you get up over here, again, this is all based on fib extensions. Once you make another 100% move, it's just going to run. I think $13 is realistic for this one. I think I have to go back in my notes and look at what I did for market cap. It's a realistic market cap, not too stupidly big. It's going to be adopted, if not already, on most centralized exchanges. And people are going to see this one, like many others, more of like the NVIDIA player for crypto. along with Render. Here's Render as well. Render's a really good play. Render's probably more what Wall Street would buy, even though I like the FET one a little better. There's not much else to talk about. I mean, here's AVE for an example. AVE has a lot of room to run to its all-time high as well. But this is a beautiful market structure. You want to see a large base like this. Large base higher in the space kind of thing. So another 5x. So this is what I mean. You can find other avenues to get better return on your investment in a shorter period of time. Unless you're going to do like liquidity farming. That's another bad aspect. So, yeah, I'll leave you guys with that. There's so much to talk about coin-wise, but I'm focusing on Ethereum. So this is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm watching. This is the world has the eyes on it because of the ETF. So it's possible once the ETF gets here, it does the same thing that Bitcoin did, is it has a 1.5 month sell-off, move sideways, and then pumps later. Or because Bitcoin is pumping at the same time, it doesn't matter and just blows right through everything, has a new all-time high, and then consolidates above it, and then moves higher. So many what-ifs. Just wanted to clue you guys in on what I'm watching currently, and that's it. Nothing to say is financial advice. Best of luck. You want to find me, head over to Crypto Blackwall on Twitter and the Blockwall Discord. Thanks.